भगवान की जय, श्री राधा भगवान की जय, श्री शिवनाथ भगवान की जय, श्री नरसिंह भगवान की जय। ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुं मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्री चैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदामयं ददाति स्तवनान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीराघवं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सागणा रघुनाथान्वितं कंसजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं हरिजनाश्रयं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादा सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितां हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते सप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी विश्ववांसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। काम करो वाचां नमो ब्रह्मणे देवाय गो ब्रह्मणिताय कृष्णाय गोविन्दाय कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनंदन गोविन्दाय 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 नमः पंकजनाभाय नमः नमस्ते पंकजनाभे आनंदलीला में विग्रहाय हेमादिव्याचल सुंदराय तस्मै महात्रे नरसत्तदाय चैतन्य चंद्राय नमस्ते चैतन्य चंद्राय नमो नमस्ते चैतन्य चंद्राय नमो नमस्ते। Hare Krishna, on behalf of ISKCON Bhajan, we thank all the devotees for participated in Sandhya Arati and also for the class. So today we will be glorifying Lord Sri Jagannath, Baladev, Subadhra, but we will be discussing about the rope today. Hare Krishna. Glory of pulling Ratha, the rope. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnanashalakai Chakshurumilitam Tasmai Shri Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishnaprestaya Buddhale Srimate Jagannath Swami Namo Acharya Padaya Jaya Prabhupada Gaurapadaya Namo Vishnupadaya Krishnaprestaya Buddhale Srimate Jagannath Swami Namaste Saraswati Devi Bhagavani Prachandi Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. Probably the light can be dim little bit. The light. Baladev ki.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
We have to discontinue that.
Yeah, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Today we have, like the class will continue at 8:45, so half an hour we'll discuss about the Jagannath Ratha Yatra. And today we'll be discussing about we'll try to discuss about the rope, the connection between the Lord and the devotee. So the rope which they pull, what it makes, it gets connected with the devotee and the Lord, the devotees and the Lord. So Srimad Bhagavad Gita, the Lord says about how we are connected together, the living entities and the Lord. Anybody can remember this shloka? Huh? Yeah. No, we are talking about the rope, thread, whatever you call, chain, all these things will come together. It's like the thesaurus. Hare Krishna. Bhakta Parataram Nanya.
Bhakta Parataram Nanya.
Chidasti Dhananjaya.
Chidasti Dhananjaya.
Mai Sarvam Idam Protham.
Mai Sarvam Idam Protham.
Sutre Mani Ganaiva.
Sutre Mani Ganaiva.
O conqueror of wealth.
O conqueror of wealth.
Arjuna. There is no truth superior to me.
There is no truth superior to me.
Everything rests upon me.
Everything rests upon me.
As the pulse are strung on a thread.
As the pulse are strung on a thread.
So here, so that means everything is within Krishna. So as the pulses, like we have our neck bead. So there is one rope, but how many beads is getting connected? All the same way, Krishna, the Supreme Lord, is actually everything. So all the living entities are connected to him as the thread. That means, what does that mean? Not a single bead is out of the threads. Everything is connected with Krishna. So here, this is Krishna's how we are connected. Also, Srimad Bhagavad Gita 6:30, Krishna says, Yomam pashyati sarvatra sarvam cha mai pashyati tasyam na pranashyati sachemena pranashyati. So Lord says that one who sees me everywhere and sees everything in me is never lost and is always with me. So what is the principle of pulling the Ratha, or why we are doing this festival? So that is the glory. So here today we are getting connected to the rope. So here the conscious goes in such a way that we, the living entity and the Lord, get connected by pulling this Ratha, and that link is the rope. So a source of liberation. By pulling the Ratha, the Lord Jagannath moves forward, but Jiva walks backward. Yes or no? How we pull the rope? We are going backwards, but we don't see what's backside, right? But the Lord is coming. He is towards us. He is coming in front. So what happens? Similarly, by pulling the Lord Jagannath towards us, we go back to original home, back to God at Golokunda. See, actually, from where we came? We came from Krishna's Dham, Golokunda only. So we are supposed to go back there. And who can take us? Krishna can take us. So he is the one who is showing the direction. We don't know the direction. So he is showing the direction, but we are just pulling him. See, he knows where to pull. Actually, the Ratha will not move unless the Lord desires. Many pastimes is there, where if the Lord wants to stay, the Ratha will stay. There is one devotee, there are so many pastimes. There was one devotee, I cannot remember his name. He is a very poor devotee, he wanted to come, but somehow he could not come. And he was praying that I want to come, you don't move. And the Lord was waiting till he came. Maybe like, sometimes, in now also, sometimes the Lord will stay outside before going to Gundicha temple, maybe 2 or 3 days also. It happens like that. It's not that the Lord will reach Gundicha temple, he will straight away go inside. There is nothing rule like that. Hare Krishna. Huh? Yeah. Hare Krishna, yes. The Lord was waiting for him till he comes. So a Shastra Praman, in Damodara Lila, the Lord was fight by loving Mother Yashoda Here the Lord was pulling by the love of the mother Yashoda and devotion of Narada. The result, Nalakvar and Manikru were liberated. See, now let's go back to Damodara Leela. Now here the chariot is there and chariot has been tied. Now between the chariot and the Lord, is there any difference? See, it is in the absolute platform. All paraphernalia of Krishna is not different from him. So this chariot is also tied with the rope. Yes or no? That's how we are pulling. And the devotees are pulling. Same way in Damodara Leela, the Lord was also tied with a grinding mortar. Now who was pulling there? The Lord was pulling, and the grinding mortar was rolling, moving, and who was liberated? Nalakura and Manikuru. Because why? Krishna did not touch the Arjuna trees. What was touching actually? Touching was the grinding mortar. So anything that is connected with Krishna also become absolute. So that is why even by touching of the grinding mortar, the Arjuna trees, Nalakura and Manikuru get liberated. See, that is the case. The chariot is there, the Lord is there, the rope is there. So all the devotees are pulling. Will not they be liberated? 100% they will be liberated, no doubt. So the Damodara Leela is that evidence that whatever is connected with the Lord, the devotees get the benefit. So here, it's not, materially we are seeing that it's the Lord's chariot and the Lord, but spiritually Damodara Leela is another evidence that how the Lord moved. Tied. The same thing is tied. Here also we are tying it in the Ratha. So it is the Lord's pleasure. Who is here actually in the photo? Guru Maharaj is there. This is come. It takes great yogis thousands of years to please Lord by spirit and penance. Vishwamitra performed 6,000 years of penance and make him appear. So here, what is the importance here is, if we need to please the Lord and make him appear before us, you see all the Purana and Shastra, the great yogis, the meditators, how many years they are meditating? Thousands of years. And what is the austerity and penance they are supposed to undergo to please the Lord? You know, those who are attending the morning Bhagavatam, Lord Kapila's teachings, will understand when he speaks about the yoga, Ashta Yoga, when he is speaking, how many stages, levels we have to go. Yeah, it's Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, then Dharana, Dhyana and Samadhi. So till the Samadhi level is received, even the Samadhi, because there are devotees who in the Samadhi also they fell down, still the chance of going out and going out of the meditation, if they go out, what happens? Whatever they've done is waste. But here, and ultimately even after the perfection of dhyana, what is one is achieving? Like take the example, Dhruva Maharaj. Example of anybody for that matter, those are the meditation. Their worshipable Lord will appear for them, right? Then they will ask for the boon, or the Lord will give the benediction, one of the two. Both things happens. So that means, in order to please and bring the Lord, we have to undergo so much austerity and penance. But here, who is coming out? What is the austerity and penance? All those, it's like 1 million or maybe 10 lakhs. Lakhs of people are waiting there. Are they have any austerity and penance? Do they have? We cannot say, I'll tell you why. How many of you gone to the Yatra festival here? Krishna. See, if we on the Ratha,
in terms of what Pratyahara and all that.
no, that is in the yoga level, dhyana. But in the bhakti it doesn't come. We are explaining that in bhakti, the Navaveda bhakti, Shravana, Kirtan, Vishnu Saranam, they are our yoga only. They are the yoga siddhi. Automatically the other things are performed. So here, none of you are here, those who are attended the Ratha Yatra festival, actual Ratha Yatra festival. Yeah. See, if you want to attend Ratha Yatra, you can see that previous photo. See, in this photo you can see that right there. See here. See this portion which you are seeing here. This is only police people or the security or the VIPs are here. Nobody is allowed. Maybe the devotees who are allowed is maybe half a kilometer also, maybe 500 meters away from the chariot. So if we have to stand there, we have to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning. 3 o'clock in the morning, we have to come. Prabhu, one day you were there with Shishura, Prabhu, Krishna. We got up at 2 o'clock in the morning. 3 o'clock we were out in the shop front. Heavy rain, we could not go. We gone back. But we slept then somehow. We had that day. The Lord did not deprive the going close to Him. 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock morning the queue will start. 4 o'clock, and it is the burning sun sometime. That is when burning sun. You can see those who do not have hair or cap, you can see the black stains here. Gopijan Prabhu, that same time they are standing there. So the Lord's chariot, we never know what time it will come out. It may come out 10:30, 11 o'clock, it may come 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock also. Till that time, everybody is standing there. Of course, the waters are all given. So it's a great aspect. Like we know the meditation in our Puranas, we say people are standing in the fire or in the water. It's the same thing. But you will not believe those who are sincerely waiting there. They will never feel. It's like exactly Parikshit Maharaj. They will never feel they are thirsty or they want to go out for something. Nothing. They will stand there till the Lord appears. This is real yoga actually. This is real yoga. So here, the source of the Lord Himself appears. So, what we are discussing? The meditation we are discussing here. So here, it takes great yogis thousands of years to please the Lord, austerity, penance and Vishamitra, and make it. So for us, how many hours it takes? Even if you start 4 o'clock, let's say the Lord comes at 2 o'clock. So it's 4, 8 plus about 10 hours. You give the Lord will appear, and it's a great achievement. So here, by just pulling Ratha, the Lord Jagannath moves as the Lord desires. The devotees and the Lord's mercy go together. So you will never feel that I must go out of the crowd. There is no way. And immediately the Lord comes, then immediately how we get connected? By the rope. And even if we cannot catch the rope, of course, very difficult for old people, out of question. Even if we touch the person to person, you get connected with the Lord. So that actually becomes the cause of liberation. Shri Jagannath Subadhra ki jai. While we pull the Lord towards us, the Maya cannot pull us back to material world. It's very simple. So how we are pulling the Lord, same way in our devotion, who is pulling us all the time to be here? The Maya. That is the business of Maya. She is also pulling one. What is our weapons of pulling us? What is our weapon? We are pulling the rod. The rope means what? Rope means what? With the 3 gunas. So when that 3 gunas, Sattva guna, Rajo guna, Tamo guna, we connect with the Lord, what it becomes? Transcendental. The Yesha guna mein, so the rope which we are pulling the Lord is connected to the Lord. Anything that is connected to the Lord becomes transcendental. So He cannot be bound. The same way here, when we pull the Lord, the Maya cannot touch. It's not possible. It will not remain. The rope is the connection between the Lord and the devotees, as the umbilical cord to the baby in the womb. Naturally, the Lord Jagannath maintains his devotee with him who serves him. So you know this in the mother's womb, how the child is maintained by the mother. What is the connection between the child and the mother in the womb? That umbilical cord, no? That is the cord where the baby is fed by the mother. So there is a connection. Other than that, there is no connection. In Kapila's teaching, we will hear how the child is feeling in the mother's womb. The same way the rope which we are discussing here, it's exactly like that. The devotee who goes all the way to pull the Lord, to see the Lord, and gets connected, the Lord makes sure that he is maintained without fail. This is of course, there are Puranas evidence is that we are not just putting it. In any case, the Lord is the maintainer, but for that maintaining also we need to show some sort of austerity, penance and devotion towards the Lord. So now who is here? Who is having the mic there? Hare Krishna. His Holiness Bhaktichar Maharaj is there, Mamata Banerjee, the Chief Minister of Bengal is there. Why this we put really here now? Even if you are not pure, still the benefit of pulling the Ratha means getting liberation from material existence is not challenged. There is no qualification to go and pull the Ratha. See, usually what is understood, what generally is understood, when we go on meditation or any practice we do, one of the lecture which I was hearing from His Holiness Radhanath Maharaj, he was saying if we have a tinge of desire, even to the extent that I want to eat ice cream, still that may cause us remain here, not going back to Godhead. This is the simple thing. It's a tinge of desire. Direction. So even a tinge of small desire will not take us. But here, those who are pulling the Ratha, all of them are full of desires. It's not that the pure devotees are there. Akama sarva kama va moksha kama udaran tivrena bhakti nejanti purusham param. So Bhagavatam says whether we have material desire or we do not have any desire, or we desire liberation, in all cases we should be serving the Lord. In all cases. The same in the Bhagavad Gita also the Lord says, Chaturvidha bhajante mam jana sukritan arjuna artho jijñāsa nardati jnani cha bharatashra. So four types of devotees surrender unto me. Artho, one who desires wealth, or one is distressed, one is looking after one is inquisitive or looking after the absolute truth. So all these devotees are great, but out of who is in the pure knowledge is the best, Lord says. So anybody can go and put there is no qualification. Whether they are not qualified or the Lord will come. But there is a mood behind it. If his devotee has not come, the Lord may delay also. It's like that. But there is a mood. So even if we are not pure, still the benefit of pulling Ratha means getting liberation from material existence is not challenged. Example, Lord Vamanadeva tried Bali Maharaj with the Varuna Pasha, but avoided him all that included in the post of Indra in the next. So we are in the next Manvantara. So we are talking about the rope tied with the Lord and the devotee, the link. So here, Lord Vamana also tried Bali Maharaj, but Bali Maharaj was also from which sect? It's a demon. Of course, they are the great devotees, Prahlad Maharaj, Guroshan and Bali. So, but still, when Bali Maharaj failed to offer the Lord 3 steps, the Lord what he did? He tied him. There is a tie. But by tying that, does it mean that the Lord made him conditioned to the material world? Because he failed. His promise was failed. And it was a punishment to him to tie. But binding him, did it make him bind to the material world or material existence? No. He given him Sutara to enjoy. Then he said, next Indra, then he said, you will get liberated. And the Lord is there all the time. So this is the effect of serving the Lord. So we may be actually in the material world, like Bali Maharaj is allowed to go to Sutara to enjoy. So when we pull the rug, it doesn't mean that we will not get liberation. When the time comes, liberation is there. But the Lord now, you only did the service, I am leaving you. Like Bali Maharaj is leaving, enjoy. Like Dhruva, he lived 36,000 years, he said, you enjoy the material world. So it doesn't mean when the Lord appears that we get liberation just like that. Sometimes the Lord lives. So all these devotees, it doesn't mean that only Ratha Yatra is in Jagannath Puri, I was giving in the DHMC hall. See, right, the sun is there. Sun is too far. Shri Shri Krishna Baladev Bhagwan ki, Shri Radha Baladev Bhagwan ki, Shri Shri Glorification Bhagwan ki, Shri Jagannath Baladev ki, Shri Prabhupada ki. See, the main Ratha Yatra is happening in Jagannath Puri. But we, Madhva Sampradaya, Brahma Gaudiya, Mother Sampradayas, ISKCON, we conduct Ratha Yatra any time in the year and anywhere, in all over the world. But does it mean that the effect, the benefit out of this is less than that? It's not. See, that's why the example is given of the sun. The sun is how many millions away from us? But still we enjoy the sun rays and the heat as much as we need, right? But the sun is there. But after millions of years far also we enjoy the same thing. The Jagannath Ratha Yatra may be is happening in Shri Jagannath Puri Dham. But when we conduct the same, it's like the race of Jagannath also will be here. The same benefit we will get. The same, what the Lord awards, we will get the same. That is why Srila Prabhupada, the pure devotees, they know. That is, they made a facility that the Lord goes everywhere to liberate. This is the quality of the pure devotees. That if they can give the mercy of the Lord anyway, they try to give. Hanuman was also tried by Ravana's servants. Expression of envy towards Lord Rama. But result is, Lanka was burnt. So we are also pulling the Lord. But how should we pull the Lord? We are tying the Ratha. We are tying the Ratha of the Lord and the Lord. They are not different. We are tying and we are pulling. But in which mood we tie? It is great devotion. The Lord's mood. There is a pastime behind it which we are hearing. So there is the drama is going on. So there is a mood. We are tying the Lord to pull him towards us. But here, Hanuman was also a great devotee of the Lord. See there, Krishna was tied, he liberated Nalakuvera. Here, Hanuman being a great devotee of the Lord, also the Ravana's team, they tied him. But why they tied him? What was the purpose behind it? Because they were envious of Ravan. So what happened? The Lanka was burned. When we are tied to Lord Jagannath, no rope can bind us to material existence, which is full of miseries. But when the devotee or the Lord is tied in envy, then it causes misery. But the same when we are tied with the Lord, it becomes the opposite, exactly the opposite. It becomes the cause of our liberation. As we say, if you offend an Vaishnava, what happens? All our devotional practice becomes nullified. But the same, if you serve Vaishnava, what happens? It is the same opposite result. We get the immense spiritual benefit. That is why Vaishnava is never encouraged. The same thing here. The Lord's devotee was offended, which is Hanuman. So what happened? It becomes the cause of his misery. But when we serve the devotee, when we serve the Lord, then it becomes the cause of our liberation. Who is this? Haridas Thakur. In Kali Yuga, austerity, that means Vrudha, like Ekadashi and all. Then penance, which is tapas, like meditation, chanting, and pure devotional service is very difficult. But pulling the Ratha and pleasing the Lord is very easy at all times. See, as we said, to pull the Ratha in Jagannath also, it's not as simple as we are pulling the Ratha in Balaram Desh. Never think like that. When you go, you will experience. You know, last time when Nala, what they call the date is? Navakalevaram. During that time, the previous day, the entry to that Puri town itself is blocked. You have to go outskirts of the town. There is no way you going inside. So it is a lot of austerity to even enter to that place. Forget about, I'm talking about this road which from Jagannath temple to Grand Road. I'm talking about that area itself we cannot. We have to go walk for miles. Like 15, maybe like 10 to minimum 10 to 15 miles you have to walk to come there, to come to the temple. If you don't reach 2 days before, that is that time, but otherwise previous day. The previous day evening they will block all the roads. So here also, going to Jagannath Puri, Ratha Yatra means it's a great austerity and penance. You cannot expect it, it's heavy. But the benefit is there. So sometimes, Hare Krishna, this is an example I give on how it is. This also example is given by Vaishnavas actually. Sometimes question paper are tough, but correction is made easy. Same way Kali Yuga is unfavorable for devotional service, but benefit is made easier for even small service to the Lord. So these parents may know sometimes the question paper to the children in some years, it becomes very difficult. Sometimes it is unavoidable. So what happens, this is I heard from the authorities only, then the correction when they are doing, they give some lenience. Maybe the teachers, maybe they know about it. They lenience, so they say, okay, written, attempted something like that. So in Kali Yuga, to perform austerity penance is very difficult. Our conscience is easily disturbed. It's very easily disturbed. We are misguided very easily. Of course, we are not going to detail how it happens. Everybody has the experience. If they start chanting, they will know. So it's easily. So, but it doesn't mean that we should not get the benefit. So in Kali Yuga it says, like I was giving in Nityananda Mahaprabhu's appearance day, I will give the example. The same way in Kali Yuga it is understood. Even if somebody makes a mind to go to that temple and chant the holy name of the Lord, still you will get the benefit just by putting the mind, just keeping the mind there. Because that is the benefit. So that shloka is explained in Srimad Bhagavatam. That is the conclusion. Kale dosha nide rajan asti eko mahan gunah kirtanat eva krishnasya prasangataram brajet. My dear king, although Kali is an ocean of faults, there is still one good quality about his age. Simply by chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, one can become free from material bondage and be promoted to the transcendental kingdom. In Ratha Yatra, when we go there, Jagannath Puri, there are hundreds of spiritual groups are coming. Hundreds. And has got a length of the rope to a certain extent. After, if you see, every group is chanting the holy name of the Lord in such an ecstasy, we cannot believe where the strength is coming for them. From the morning till the evening, till the sunset, till the Ratha stops. And particularly if you go near ISKCON devotees, you just cannot think. It's exactly like Gandharvas, Kinnaras and Charanas, they are singing and dancing. And if some Maharajas are there, then don't ask also. It's like that. So here, what Bhagavatam says that Kali Yuga is an ocean of faults. It's not only Kali Yuga. In Bhagavad Gita, I was giving in the other class, that open house. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that every endeavor is attached with Sahajam, Sadosha, fault. In every endeavor there is a fault, like the smoke is covered in the fire. So that is special everywhere, but in Kali Yuga it is to the extreme, full of ocean. But there is one good quality about this: simply by chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, one can become free from material bondage and promoted to the transcendental kingdom. So Ratha Yatra is one. See, whether it is Satya Yuga, whether it is Dwapara Yuga or Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga or Kali Yuga, the Shastra's message, instructions remains potent all the time. They are all effective all the time. It is not that Kalapatra Desha it will dilute. Shastra will never dilute. But we have to apply the Shastra according to Kalapatra Desha. The Shastra will remain the same. And in Kali Yuga, of course, this Pulling Ratha, Jagannath Ratha is not started from Kali, it's more than that. But in Kali Yuga, when we do that, the effect which is mentioned in the Shastra definitely will get. So by pulling this Ratha, which means we are connecting with the Lord with the rope and his chariot, definitely we will never take birth in this material world. Because that is the focus, that is the ultimatum in this festival of Ratha Yatra. That whoever goes in that mood, definitely they will get liberated. And Ratha Yatra is, don't think that it's only attended by human beings. Everyone who goes there with the sincere devotion, they will have different realization. You ask anybody who goes on there and came back. You ask anybody. So the Lord personally personally interact with the devotees there. Personally interact with the devotees. However desire you have one or the other way, you will fulfill it. By all means. This is Jagannath Puri. Hare Krishna. Even the demigods desire in this age to appear in material world, to go back to Godhead, which we can simply achieve by serving Lord Jagannath. Shri Jagannath Baladev Subadhra ki jai, Jagat Krishna Prabhupada ki jai, Sudarshana Chakra ki jai. Hare Krishna. So what did we today try to understand? I was trying to express the glory of the Lord, the glory of the rope which connects with the Lord and the devotees. So it is not simply material thing, we tie something and pull. It's a transcendental connection between the devotees and the Lord. And we took the example of Damodar, we took the example of Hanuman where they were tied and how this time with the Lord is eternal. It's not something that we do in the material world. It's eternal. The time with the Lord and would always happen. So one example I'll give you how that liberates, and one example when we do it, don't do it in favorably anyways, that how it bonds and cause of material miseries. So in all cases we should be very much devoted, and this festival by everybody must be done with the devotional heart, so that we can get the full benefit. Anybody does a tinge of service now from the last Thursday till Sunday, so how many? 7, almost 10 days we are serving the Lord. Don't think that a tinge of service, whatever we done, even just hearing the drama, this will never go away. We are going to get immense spiritual benefit because we get connected with the Lord. Hare Krishna. Shri Shri Jagannath Baladev ki jai. Jagat Krishna Prabhupada ki jai. Baladev ki jai. Hare Krishna, we request everybody to move to the